I don't know how to introduce the show anymore.
I got it. Hey guys, what is up? My name... You want me to start?
Did you? Is that what you had? You said I had it and then gave me that. Hey guys, what?
Early, like 20.
I didn't know if Markiplier was copyrighted, so I didn't say his name.
2013 as YouTube intro.
Yeah.
For a Let's Play.
What's up, guys?
Make sure to smash that like button.
Oh, God, today's going to be tough. Welcome to the show. We're so happy you decided to join us today. We're sorry about how things started. Before we get into the session, I have a little bit of recap of what happened last time. Okay, good. Thank you. I'll get into that now because everyone wanted it. Everyone loves it. Last time, the group was brought to the head office after their first day on the job to discuss different pieces of evidence and what happened, first-hand accounts of what happened on their first day on the job. And before they arrived there, they heard a little bit of a commotion coming from the office, some back and forth between the different directors of the different districts. Dwell Harbor doesn't seem to like what they did, but most other people don't give a shit. The Lattice Square and Champion Row Bastion district directors were both on board with your actions there and were very supportive of everything you guys did. Now, you talked over some of your evidence with Hessley. You met your captain, finally. Took you a while. And then, after that meeting, Eamon took a little bit of a side detour to get his hat back. That didn't go well. Then, had a little meeting with Walter. That went a little better, if you could believe it, somehow.
And I got proper revenge. Hopefully.
Proper revenge. Yeah, we'll get to that eventually.
Got a hit squad on a simple dealer.
We'll figure out how that went, I guess.
He swindled me, all right?
That's his job.
You gambled. You gambled, and then you canonically said, I lose. I choose to lose. Let's just cut to when I'm out of money. Who swindled you?
Your Honor, I call heresy. This is ridiculous.
And you went back,
Future
rolled
Sean,
two natural ones.
If you could cut to the moment where he literally said, I lose.
Can we hard cut to me as I'm walking away without the money?
Yeah, you don't have it.
Wait, are we giving Sean instructions? Sean, make my eyes glow blue.
I'll listen to some of those.
Sean, make me a Blender 3D model of myself as I jump through the ceiling.
Man, I'm going to have fun making those jokes. Okay. So, before we jump into today's session, actually, no, there's no need to before. We just did the whole recap. We're in today's session now.
Hello.
The group is a little bit cut up all over the place. Eamon, I assume you're making your way back towards the group after your little lunch period away, or is there something else you're doing?
I'm sorry, Sean, there is one other thing we must do before they start the episode.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Speaking of gambling.
Oh, that's right. More real-life gambling.
You guys can find my CSGO gambling website.
Yeah, we've got our own knife skin.
Yeah.
Chaos Theory knife skin. Check it out. It's got lightning on it.
Explain the rules to the listeners at home, Sean.
So, we realized that Zach was going to start this session with almost no points, shenanigans points. So he requested the ability to gamble the 1 point he would start this session with away. He wanted to gamble in real life.
I'm gambling it away. I'm doubling it, technically.
You're trying to double it in terms of gambling.
It's a coin flip of a gamble.
So,
now, we said that 20 and 1 don't mean anything, which is dumb. Technically, I should be kicked off the pod if I roll a 1.
Eat shit.
And a 20, I should...
shouldn't be happening at all, but I'm allowing it to happen. How dare you? So what was your suggestion for a natural 1? You get kicked off the show?
I get kicked off the show.
Mm-hmm. In a natural 20
if I roll in that 20...
You get an extra
you give me
point.
an antimatter rifle from
Okay,
the
those are our
antimatter rifle.
Those are our terms. All right, natural 20,
Okay.
you get a gun. Natural 1, I get to find a new cast member.
Even use a gun.
All right.
One with better
So we have
lighting,
something
probably.
on Discord that will roll in front of everybody.
No. We do have one in the call. It won't roll in front of everybody.
Right. I'm saying in front of everyone in the call.
Oh, yes. It'll roll in front of us, but the audience will just lie to them and say, oh, it was crazy.
Yes.
And isn't
yes.
it odds is you lose, evens is you win?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
and it's double or nothing. All right.
Yeah.
And
You
Sean
get
said I
2
could go
points.
negative.
Yes.
That's a joke. All right.
Go
So
ahead and
what do I do?
roll
I
it.
do slash roll.
Slash
There we
roll.
go.
Slash
Slash roll,
slash-
baby.
Slash critical. Slash
I
roll.
feel like I'm doing Minecraft commands. All right. So I just do slash roll.
Yeah. Slash
Mhm.
roll.
Here we go. So evens, I win.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm not seeing anything.
He hadn't
rolling.
hit entered yet.
Oh, I haven't hit it yet. The options required. Rolls
Yeah.
what? What do I do? It says I
Roll
slash
one
rolls.
d20.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know software engineering. Here we go.
Where are you
Here we
doing
go. Here we go.
Oh,
Yes, dude. Gambling is awesome.
It literally did
Yes.
show up on screen over Sarah. I don't know why it's on Discord.
hello, it's me.
Let's
So-
run it. Let's run it. Baby.
Everyone knows it's a 16.
I'm gonna roll again. I'm just kidding.
Fuck no.
60. Hey, you have 2 points now.
You now start the session with 2 points. 42 minutes into this recording, we can now begin the episode.
And
All
that,
right.
kids.
Gambling works. Stake.com. Now,
I fixed it. I fixed it in our Discord.
thank you. So that is the start of our session. Eamon, I assume you're
Yes.
making your way back towards the group.
I am. I'm heading back. I have this little pit in my stomach that I'm trying to ignore because I think I just sent someone to death. But however, hopefully I will get my hat back. So
That is
what
more
I'm hoping
important
for.
than a human
That
being's
is
life.
what is more important. No. It's a robot. So
It doesn't have,
Yeah.
it doesn't have feelings.
I'm
No
gonna give him
lore
the most
around
tragic backstory.
It has autonomy.
It's
Nothing.
gonna be like Tiny Tim 2. Tiny Tim.
Tiny
that's
Tom.
fair. You know, if Tiny Tim won my hat in a gambling ring, I'd do the same thing. I'll be honest with you.
Oh my god.
While Eamon was away at lunch, what were the other 3 of you doing?
I was I had suggested or Fritz had suggested going somewhere to help get the trunk open properly. And that's going to Lemmy's to get the upgrade so that I may unlock this thing properly
Okay.
or more efficiently.
Interesting.
And I believe Eevee wanted to come along and ask me random questions. I can't remember.
So
Not. Yes. Thought that I had something else I wanted to do.
It's
but
up to you.
Could
If
be
you-
wrong.
it's
I
been
don't remember.
it's been like a week since we did this. So if
This
you
is-
have another idea, go for it. We can hold you're ethereally there. You're like Schrodinger's attendants, right?
So many questions.
Um,
This is me being like, I fully have not made my list. So next time
Next time
that we play, that we definitely don't know when that is.
Nope.
We might not. We barely
Um,
got today in.
Yeah, I have something in mind.
Okay.
It's all good.
I will say, have you been carrying that chest around with you the whole time? Or are you gonna go back and grab it?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I left it in my room.
Okay.
Because I figured this was something we're gonna do like after we clock out for the day.
Technically, your office is on the way back from the box towards Lemmy's. You have to pass in that direction anyway, so you can easily swing by and grab it. Not a
Oh,
big
okay.
deal. Not a huge lift.
I totally thought we were just going on lunch, so she's just gonna pop in and just like go have lunch.
Okay. You have lunch.
She just thinks everybody's just running errands.
Sounds good. And Fitz, you're going to get your arm upgrade.
Yeah.
Sounds fantastic. All right. So if Eevee, you don't have anything, I would say that probably. Do you?
Well, didn't I just say I had something?
I remember you saying I don't remember my list. Do I have something? I don't know. What?
I meant that I had something other than going with Fitz.
Okay.
That's not what that means.
That is-
That's not what.
That is not what was said or
That is
displayed,
not
or
what that means.
I think you may have remembered that in the last like
Lied.
5 seconds. But
Oh my god.
we can definitely go. We can definitely go. With
Don't look
Fitz.
at me.
No. We're all staring at you. What does Eevee want to do with their lunch break?
I want to go to the mage one.
That's so far away. Ooh, okay.
But I'm so fast.
Okay. It'll take you half the time. So, like, 2 hours.
Eevee's so late.
That's quite the lunch break.
Yeah. All right, you
Oopsies.
make your way over to the Magewood. What would you like to do once you're over there at like 2:00 in the afternoon?
I'm going to visit a friend who lives in there. He lives in a tree house.
It does live in a little bit of a treehouse.
Yes.
Okay. So as you're making your way through the somewhat familiar, somewhat ethereal, ever-changing nature of the Magewood, using your very specific handmade map, you find your way back into the section of the Magewood near the primary river that flows through it. And you can see the familiar treehouse just sort of nesting in this very large, like, a spider web of trees that sort of nest in this strange, ramshackled structure. Treehouse, in air quotes, if you will.
Yeah. I'm about to be so mean to you.
Yes.
Jackson! Jackson!
There's no answer. I'm just as mean.
It starts climbing up.
As you begin climbing up, you can hear the very loud, atrocious snoring of your friend Jackson coming from the bridges above.
Taking a midday nap, I see.
Yes.
Yes. I am not to be dissuaded today. I climb up and I find wherever he's snoozing and I wake him
Okay.
up.
As you do, you find the almost like a nest of pillows and recovered essence of what used to be life in this district before it became the Magewood. Someone has rescued these very shoddy, once very nice, but now left to age and left to time, like these chaise lounges and large throw pillows that have been ramshackled into a mattress. Again, everything here seems to be in air quotes. But on them, you see this very poorly dressed troll. These long sort of trousers with plentiful holes in them, a ripped, tattered blazer that once was very fancy but is now just sort of left draped across this ill-fitting form, and resting neatly upon their head this very metallic, almost like net of the Helm of Intelligence.
Jackson, wake up.
Uh-huh.
Wake up.
Hello, Eevee.
Hi.
What time is it?
2?
Oh, afraid I slept in. What brings you to this part of the Magewood?
Holds up the cloak. The coat you gave me has snakes in it.
Did I not say that when I gave it to you?
No.
Well, be careful. It has a few snakes in it. One of them's a real bastard. So don't
know
let
what?
don't let that one out.
I think he's already gone.
Did you? Sorry.
Wait, did you put the snakes in there?
Yes. How do you think they get in a coat? Snakes don't just leave in coats.
I mean, I figured you found it, like, across the way.
Well, I did. But I put the snakes in there because where else are you going to put them? Silly question. Well, I'm sorry, you said one of them got out. It wasn't the... Which one?
Big slithering?
It was the big one? Fuck. Okay.
I mean, I think it's gone now.
Ooh,
I...
that's not exactly... Okay.
What? What?
It's not exactly how that works.
How does it work?
Well, okay, well, I'm not studied. You know, I don't really know how this stuff
But you
should
know how to
function.
put snakes on a coat?
I know how to put them in. I don't really know what happens when they come out. You see how you got one out. I don't know what happens now.
I just give this to you for safekeeping.
Well, sorry my gift was
No.
a problem. I mean, you captured it, right? You got it. You got it.
Oh.
Well,
No, I didn't get it. It went out a window after it killed someone.
oh no. It's loose in the city
I-
somewhere.
I do not have time to have a quest to catch a snake. I have 2 jobs now.
Oh! That's one. It just immediately forgets
Thank
about the
you.
code. Oh, it's great. You got the job, I assume.
Yes.
Ah,
I
very good, very good. And oh no, the snake. Oh, did that happen on your job?
yeah, on my first day.
Sort of like does that collar thing, but rips the shirt. Like, oop, oops.
I
Well,
you-
listen, I'll take the coat. If you
Okay.
happen to see the snake, let me know. I'll try and search around when I can. Day's not really.
you think you would try to come back here?
No, I'd probably go
'Cause
out
that would
there.
be
to
the
try to-
best scenario.
Do you know which district it was sort of left in?
Wait, you're going to come into the city?
Not during the day. Sneak through the sewers at night, probably.
Okay. Okay. It was down by the Dwell Harbor area.
Down by the bay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
down by the bay.
Yes.
It's not time for
Oh, no,
music.
no, sorry. But he will take the coat away from you. Happy birthday.
Okay. Happy birthday to me. You know what? That's all I wanted. Honestly, I wanted the one bit, and then
Okay.
I was good.
It was a good bit,
Um,
strong bit, healthy bit.
Yes. And it's still going, apparently.
I think the bit's over. That snake's out of the city somewhere.
Still going.
Oh, we'll never know. The snake.
We're gonna
yeah,
see Jack the Ripper-esque seeds of crime, where it's just a poisonous snake around.
unless you see them die on screen, you know.
I also, have you by any chance heard of like a crime boss in the city with like a burnt face? Or that's pretty much all the details I got.
A crime boss in the city with a burnt. You said burnt face?
Yeah.
Burnt face. Nothing comes to mind. Are you in trouble?
Oh no, I'm not in trouble.
You can tell
you know
me.
me,
if
I
you-
stay out of trouble these
Well.
days.
All right. I'm just asking. You'll come to me asking about crime lords. I'm just trying to figure out what you've gotten yourself into.
No, it's not for me. Well, it's kind of for me, but it's not about me. Does
Fair
that make
enough.
sense?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't. It doesn't ring any bells.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you for the coat, but also
course.
next time, could I get some like forewarning if you put stuff inside it?
It does seem reasonable. Yes. I agree to these
Okay.
terms.
All right. Well, I didn't mean to interrupt your nap.
It's fine. I probably should be
Uh,
looking about.
Do you want me to bring back anything specific next time I come?
Snake, if you could manage.
Other than
Um,
snake?
But other than that, just, whatever you think I would fancy. I'll trust your judgment.
Okay, yeah. How about a non-snake filled piece of clothing?
If you can find such a thing, sure.
I'll do my best. Okay. I mean, always nice to talk.
Sure, come back and visit more often. You, such
Yeah,
a
I
refreshing presence.
Been told that a few times. Okay. All right. Bye, Jackson.
Take care. You just scrabbled down out of the tree.
Snake robe disposed of. Thank you.
You just hear screaming from the top of the tree.
Evidence eliminated.
Hell yeah, dude. Chuck that shit in the river.
I come back to
Innocence
the group.
secured.
Okay. And during that time, Tay, were you traveling with the chest, I assume?
No, I stepped into the office to have lunch with Hasley. What's his name?
Brinsley?
Brinsley.
Having lunch with Brinsley.
Yeah, because I just assumed everybody's going to get lunch, and I just moved my stuff in. So I'm like, and I also left Cetacia there. I would assume that she would walk in, not Cetacia, Akaita. And I would have assumed that she would have walked in and seen like Brinsley fighting to get like one of like the fish that he was about to prepare for dinner or something out of Akaita's mouth as she's like holding still and growling.
It's already like half gone. He's fighting futilely at this point. But yeah, he's struggling.
I'm just gonna walk in and like I go to like tell her to drop it, but I see it's already in her mouth and I don't want to have to eat it afterwards, so I'm just gonna he might need the exercise. And I'm just gonna go and sit and like if there's any like sandwich stuff, I'll just throw together something.
Okay. So you eat lunch while he struggles for about 30 minutes behind you.
Yeah.
Damn, that's rough. That's raw as fuck. That's raw.
Now,
That's
after your lunch, are you traveling with Fitz to get the chest open, or are you just sort of like, here's a chest, you go do that?
Well, if he's taking it with him, then yeah.
He has to go to the headquarters to get it. That's why I'm asking, because you'd both be at the same place, and he would be taking it to Lemmy's.
yeah, he's basically like waiting for you.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought you were going to Lenny's to get like an upgrade and then coming back.
No,
Okay, my bad.
it's all
All right,
good.
then she'll just grab lunch and then grab the box and then just like be toting it as she's eating lunch. And then before she leaves, she'll be like, Akaita, drop it.
He just flies back like 5 feet, and they release the fish. Hell yeah. Okay. But you guys make your way towards Lemmy's with chest in hand. Now then, I would say that you guys can make it there with plenty of time before the other two are done with their things, because they do take a little bit more time. So we'll go over to Lemmy's. You guys approach the small shop of Lemia Hands, the prosthetic shop, just beyond the Lattice Square, on the opposite side of it from where you guys usually live. But it is a small shop, currently open for the first time during this campaign. You can see there are some people walking about the street, but this part isn't as heavily commercially traveled for businesses. This is more just like a side business off of the primary market. As you enter in, you can see that Lemmy is currently working on this a little bit larger rotund individual's missing leg. They are affixing a prosthesis to this person's limb and sort of making sure the springs work. You can see him testing the shocks to make sure it actually functions as you walk in.
I'm gonna let them finish. I'm not gonna interrupt.
Okay. 10.
I'm not like, hey, what's up now?
Drop what you're doing. I'm here now.
I need help.
Okay. 10 to 15.
I'm the protagonist and I need it.
10 to 15 minutes after you guys walk in, she gets to a good stopping point, goes to get some tools, says, "Oh, hey, Fitz. Didn't notice you come in. Who is this a friend? Do you have
Fellow
friends?"
A coworker.
Oh, okay. What's your name? Friend of Fitz?
She's gonna tuck the box up under one of her. How big is this thing?
The box?
Yeah.
It is probably about 2 feet long.
Okay.
Not super heavy, but it's a hefty little thing.
Okay. She's gonna like tuck it up under an arm best she can. She's pretty little, but anyway, and just put a hand out and just Atasia. Oh, sorry. I've 2 campaigns going on. Had to double check. I was not saying the wrong one. Sorry.
Cetacia. Yeah, you got the right name.
Cetacia Elros.
Pleasure to meet you, Cetacia. I can't help but ask, what is that? And they point directly at the box you're holding under your arm. This big black metal chest.
It's why I'm here today. They kind of need that thing unlocked, and you have the tools to give me the tools to open it. So, and like he'll just like take his arm off, like unlatch it and put it on the table.
I'm gonna stare like, ew. She's never seen this.
It is a process too, because there's like tubes you have to undo, and
Yeah,
it's not just like a latch and then it's off. You do see he has to disconnect a few pieces to put
Yeah.
it down and like, oh, you're here for that. Okay. Give me a few minutes. No, sorry, I'm super interested about that, but I will be right back. And they sort of run back to the back area.
I'm gonna nudge Fitz and go, hey, even though that's detached, can you still like control it from a distance? Like, and she's gonna pull out her, like, push out from her hand, like her mage hand, and kind of like emphasize, like, using it like a mage hand, basically.
Fitz will go, I never actually thought of that. I'm not sure. Hold on.
You have a wireless connection.
Do I have a wireless connection to this power?
It remains motionless. As you know,
no.
part of its
I haven't got-
construction is these like fluids that actually travel through your body.
Yeah, I haven't actually gotten to that upgrade yet. It's I'm sure a premium service to get that kind of connection.
Big money.
You know,
Maybe a little later.
I could probably just teach you mage hand.
If you could, that would be quite helpful. But I am quite useless without. And he points to the little tubes and the wiring. Without those, so.
You know, I have an uncle who, his arm is missing too, and his mage hand actually acts as his missing arm in a sense because he's still able to grab things and it can detach, and that's where he gets the use of it from a distance. That's why I asked. I've just never seen it like this before.
Well, this is certainly an experimental version of prosthesis, I will say. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. Give me a perception check.
No, you're blind.
You're blind.
Darkness. Clouds fill the room.
Perception.
Yes.
Oh, that's a dirty 20.
Yeah. Oh yeah, then you can easily see it because Fitz had to like remove his coat and stuff. You can easily see the dark greenish faded veins, like spider webbing up to his neck, like up here, and going down into the arm and below it. If you are up and up, if you're up and up on the state of the city, that might make signals of necromantic magics.
It's bad.
Bad.
I'm gonna like kind of. Is there like a desk? I would assume he's got a lot of like
Yeah,
work.
the arm is resting on a cash register basically right now.
I'm gonna set the chest down and just kind of like lean up against it, and like she's not really gonna know how to like broach the topic because she knows not everybody's obviously open to talking about past things, but she's gonna just like point a little bit and be like, so why do you need to replace your arm?
Well, the last one kind of got blown to smithereens, so can't really get that one back properly.
Makes sense. Makes sense. That would be a valid reason to have to replace an arm, is, you know, losing the last one. That looks like necromancy, though.
It's because it is.
Did that happen within the city?
It did.
Has the ones responsible been caught?
They have.
That's good. With them being caught, if it's okay to ask, did you get to see justice?
You know my reputation these
I do.
days. So, does that answer your question?
Were you a scapegoat?
That's a word for it.
All right. So,
So many questions.
Lemmy sort of walks back in with a tray of these different, like, almost like you were expecting like some sort of tools or like extra device. They actually walk in with a few differently colored vials of liquid on a tray and just sort of set it down. It's like, so I've been coming up with something in my spare time. You should watch this. This is pretty impressive. They say to you, Tay. And then they start taking a few of these vials and like pouring them into a larger, almost, what's it, descended cylinder? One of those like beakers, test tubes. And they start fizzing and sparking, and occasionally they'll like cover it with their hand, shake it up a little bit. It's like, so I was figuring it's not necessarily a new tool. It's a new way to use what you already have. And they're just sort of like bartendering this little vial of what at first is like this greenish liquid mixing with an auburn, that eventually there's like a flash in the tube and it becomes completely silver. He said, this is a little something I've been working on. I call it living metal. Living. Okay. Sort of like pour it over parts of your arm in the spaces where you have the previously put in place lockpicking tools.
Might I suggest a new name of animatrium?
Is that copywritten?
I don't know. I just
This
thought
is
about
Sean asking. This sounds really
animation.
cool.
I just thought of animation and then like the end of like how chemicals are typically used. So
They begin to start pouring it in the arm and go, God, so much better. You just came up with that?
yes.
Fuck! That's really good. I'm going to use that. I'll give you... we'll talk percentages later. And they start pouring it into the cracks of the arm where the your current lockpicking like set is. And they coat and adhere to it. And you almost see it's like a glue as they pour it onto your tools. They say, so, what this does is... Well, hang on. Let's get this put back on. And they sort of like help you get your arm reattached. And you can actually feel a little bit of heft where your lockpicking tools are. It's a little bit more recognizable that they're there. Essentially, these function like the gloves of thievery. But what they actually do in the game is these liquid metal tools can change their shape depending on the locks you encounter. And potentially can help you do a little bit of lockpicking better and maybe help you with the sleight of hand stuff, you know?
Cool.
But yeah, you know.
Also, animatrium is not a thing. I just googled it. Nothing came up.
Animatrium.
Sick. Write that down. Write that
Copywritten.
down.
We came
Solid.
up with it. That's our thing. Hell
We
yeah. All of us together.
All of us as a
Copywritten.
unit.
Copyright.
We'll share it. 50-50, 50-50-50.
All right. I guess the only way to test to see if it works properly is to test it.
Spider-Man just shit out of her. Okay, so you put up the chest and what are you doing to this chest? Let me ask that. I'm a DM. Let me ask it vague.
Sure. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at to see what the lock looks like and with the if there's a keyhole or anything crazy like that, or
There is a keyhole bit built into the like cast iron black chest exterior.
Does it look like if I open it incorrectly it will explode or get rid of the contents?
Yeah, I'm just gonna tell you that shit, dude.
I would hope so.
Nah. You gotta roll
Damn.
for that. Investigation.
What do I gotta
I was about to say,
investigation?
I have not done an Arcana check on this. I just realized. Could I do that now?
Yeah, you just pulled it out of the ocean. We're like, I'll get to that later. And
I'll get
stuff
to
it
that
in your bed.
later. Investigation check.
I'm gonna use my fucking yeet dice.
That's
Cool.
a 27 investigation.
27's pretty good.
There's a 4 on the Arcana check.
There's a reason
Fuck.
you didn't look at this chest.
Excuse me.
You know without a doubt the thing you were looking at is a false lock. If you were to try and lockpick this without either some sort of either specially enchanted or designed key, you would trigger some sort of mechanism that would destroy whatever's inside.
Okay. So he looks at it and he's like, "Oh, that's trapped to hell.
Get it out of my building."
Well, it's not like it's not gonna destroy your building. It's gonna destroy what's in the box when you try to open it.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
You also know with the 27 that there is an element of the chest itself that is, it's almost like a puzzle box. There are elements of this chest that could be either shift or changed or affected to potentially unlock it in lieu of whatever key this thing may have originally had.
With my new accessory and this 27, could I slide and slip and push and poke?
You can begin to,
puzzle box?
absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
It will take you some time. You know that for a fact. Even with the, information you have, it is a delicate process not to push the wrong thing and possibly set off the same process that trying to lockpick it would do.
Right.
Could I give him like some kind of help
No! Maybe.
thing?
I'll allow it.
Just as a new player, I'm asking. Like,
yes,
not,
you can
not
use the
just-
help action
Okay.
to give them advantage on their check.
Also, I have a puzzle box. They're so fun.
Yeah. It's hard to do in D&D because I can't really be like,
I'm gonna take a picture.
there's no fucking shot.
I'm taking a picture right now.
I got one episode break. I got a one episode break from this.
right now. Where do I put this?
Curse. I got.
Oh my
We're
God.
only level
Oh my
4
God.
too. That's
Oh my
fucking
God.
I got a day
insane.
off for my
Look
birthday.
at this shit.
I'm gonna
Look at
see a
this
te-
shit.
Look at this shit.
Oh wait, chat can see that, right? If I do that, oh well, it's gone now. But you guys saw it for a second. Is that a natural 20
It's a natural 20 and a natural 1
on the advantage?
on the advantage.
I said disadvantage. Did I break up there? I said
Holy
disadvantage.
That
That's
is-
just in.
Oh my God.
So it was my birthday the last episode. That's the only reason it didn't happen. Also because Christian didn't
Yeah.
roll a single die the whole time.
Yeah.
I got my gift, my day off.
I didn't even.
That's
Wait.
aggressive. That's aggressive, and I hate it.
Oh Lord. So a 30, Sean.
Yeah, I
If
know.
you would.
I know how to
Yeah.
count,
Yeah. Yeah.
motherfucker.
Right there.
Okay. So,
What the fuck?
as you begin to shift and you almost become like entranced at solving a puzzle this intense. It's the first time you've had all the pieces to solve a mystery in your hands in like probably close to a year. You just have everything you need to solve a mystery and you just like zone in on it. Almost the rest of the world fades away. So Tasty giving helpful pointers just eventually fades into the distance as you just disappear into this box. And probably over the course of the next 30 minutes, 45 minutes, you just slowly click and twist parts of this metal lattice work that makes up the exterior of this chest until eventually you click one piece in and everyone in the room is sort of jumped by the immediate disarming of something as all of these metallic like bars click out from the side and you can feel the lock give.
I mean, it's open. I bet
That would be
but
so fucking shitty.
the
The rest of you heard explosion from the lattice square.
square. Forget that's the bomb. That's the from before.
Oh my god. But
Oh my
yeah,
God.
the box is unlocked. And
What
that's
is
where
it
we're going to
say?
cut
Oh,
to somebody else.
oh, you bitch.
I hate you.
I'm so sorry. It's been so
You
long.
bastard.
You guys had plenty of time. Eamon, what have you been doing after your lunch break and your travel around the city?
Man, that's a great question. I am broke. I have no leads other than the fact of a couple of letters.
Mhm.
And I have no idea what to do with that information without telling everyone that I am that I have been giving away our secrets to some underboss. So I'm gonna do what anyone would in this situation, and I'm gonna go talk to my accountant friend Chester.
Okay. You immediately, not knowing what to do, make your way directly to the Capitol quarter to see if your friend is free for a little bit of a friend powwow. As well. Yeah, easy enough to do. He's not hiding. He's not hidden. He's working his regular job, the same place you know him to be. Easy enough to find Chester.
I'm gonna. Does he have a cubicle or does he have his own office?
It's an open floor plan. There are no like walls or
right.
barriers from
Right.
anyone. So
I have once again swindled my way by saying I have a package for Chester throughout the entire building, and I'll just sneak up behind him and I'll knock on his little wall and be like, "How's it going, Chester? Good to see ya. I have a couple questions."
He immediately turns around and goes, "Oh my god, you give me a heart attack." Package. I have a package. And he just sort of turns to the rest of the table and says, "I have a package. I'm so sorry, guys. I have to take this package. It's very important."
He's got to take it. Don't worry, it's super
back.
secret.
I'll be back. And he just sort of turns and walks with you towards the same room you guys were last time.
Is that a coffee table in the middle of the room? Doesn't matter. Anyways, so Chester,
Yes. What the fuck
you
is
know
going
how
on?
I think you are the smartest guy I know. Also, a couple of life updates. I am a Bastion now, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm so glad. Oh, I just couldn't. What do you think about this?
Oh,
and I'm
God.
gonna.
No,
I
please don't
pre-wrote
do
a
it.
note for him. He knows the first one is definitely me going as a hand like that. So I then hand him the second piece of paper.
Okay.
And it's gonna have the initials to that we kind of found on that one piece of paper. And I know Chester he has no connection to any kind of underground anything, but I know he has good intuition.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I will say, and I'll point to the one that is KSC, and I'll say this was a tattoo on someone. And listen, Chester, I know you. I'm not looking at you for leads, right? I'm looking at you because I need ideas, because nothing is floating around in my head.
Jeez. Oh God. You're defending the city. Oh my God.
I am. I go and I walk over the window and I have my hands tucked behind my back. To be a Bastion, a leader of this city, I turn back to him.
He's
To
crying.
be a hero has given me purpose once again. Now, if you could please tell me what that means.
Okay. You're asking him to identify the KSC tattoo you found?
He's got good intuition.
Okay.
And do you know of anyone who sounds like this? And I will mimic the exact voice of the person.
Oh,
who,
that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
He says, I honestly, the first thing I would do is I would come ask you about this. That's my big idea.
Oh,
I would ask you what the fuck is
All
going
right.
on with this. That guy kind of sounds like you. This is kind of your thing. You found this in what? Your dude's hideout?
Yes, I know it's my thing.
You
I
can't
know it's my
ask
thing,
me.
but I need a favor. I need another favor. Think about this. Take some time. Think about this. Another thing is I need you to, you know this place you work at? You know how it's logistics and distribution?
Yeah. It's pretty cool. We do things here that are cool.
I need to know if you're getting any kind of alcohol delivery coming out of the yards. And I know it's like very specific, but specifically one coming from, and I have the little itinerary from that one building. If anything like this comes through, let me know.
Okay. I mean, I'll be honest. That is actually a piece of information I could probably do some digging around. We do have a few people who, we handle their finances. Some of them own breweries, taverns, taps. I could look into that for you.
I just let me know. That'd be really great.
That's a reasonable request. Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, I mean both were reasonable. Don't be like that.
Okay.
Don't be like that. Also, I wouldn't be asking this
Oh my
unless
God,
it was
third.
really,
All right, I'm going to take a seat. He
unless it
sits
was
down at the
really,
table.
really important. I was jumped by a robot. He took all my money, and I'm a little light on the pockets. So if I could borrow something until my next payday, which is in 2 weeks from now, from this exact day, I I think that's how. I think we get paid
Such a
bi-weekly.
fucking grifter.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hang on. You got jumped. You got jumped by a robot. You expect
with
me
my
to believe
pants
that?
down.
Yeah.
I was doing personal investigating.
Okay, I did hear you beat the shit out of a robot to get into this fucking business.
I did, and it was pretty awesome.
So what? His friend just snuck up behind you and kicked you in the kidneys?
I'm sorry that robots have a vendetta against me because one of my friends frickin' poked a needle through his reset button.
And then
all right?
what did he do? Eat your money? What did they do with it?
I don't know. He was wearing a cool necklace and a cool hat too, though, and I kind of want both.
God. Oh my God, they're accessorizing now.
They're accessorizing now, yeah.
Oh jeez.
So,
All right,
listen.
I could float you like the littlest bit of spare change.
I appreciate it.
Because again, you don't pay rent.
But I will let you know, Chester, I'm a bit on a hot streak. So if you want me to double it.
Nope, shut the fuck up. If ever in your life there was money you are not going to gamble, it is what is in my pocket right now.
Okay.
I swear. I swear. I swear.
I'm being very serious right now.
Swear to me as a bastion. And he looks really intense at you.
I swear.
Say it.
I swear, I solemnly swear I will not get jumped by other robots with this money and or gamble it.
I like the second part. All right. He fishes out a handful of coin and drops it in your hand full of coin.
It lands on the table. Oh my God, that is just gotten so much bigger than the time we've talked.
What
I
the-
snatch it up.
The money gets bigger.
All right. Let me know about the logistics stuff. I appreciate the little insurance.
It's a loan.
I'm
Call
gonna
it
go
what it is.
figure out where my friends are.
Okay.
I guess I don't. I'll figure it out. I'm sure.
I have nothing but faith in you.
Hey, in Chester,
Oh God.
what do we always say?
Our famous saying.
Our famous saying.
I mean,
Not the first one. This is the second
This is
one.
the second one.
This is the second
Our
one. And we'll
original
say it at the
saying.
same time.
The first one.
No, this is our other one.
Oh,
And
you
we'll say it at the same time.
Oh, a little bit of a throwback.
Yes.
Wait.
And we'll say it at the same time.
Hey, when there's no other options,
There are no other options.
you better fucking pay me
Go better
back.
pay me back. I love you, Chester.
Right. The fuck. I'm gonna get fired. As you make your leave and leave Chester there, penniless and destitute in his own job.
Back at it, baby. I go straight to the robot. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. All right.
So you're gonna
I'll
try
head down.
to reconvene?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. And Eevee, is there anything you'd like to do on your way back from the Mage Wood?
Yeah, I want to keep my eyes out for the snakes.
Okay. No roll
That's
required.
it.
You will not pass through Dwell Harbor. Not a chance you're going to run into that snake.
I didn't know if it'd gone somewhere else.
Hasn't yet. We'll see.
Fast.
We'll see. But yeah. Are you reconvening, or do you have another errand you'd like to run?
Reconvening.
Okay. Well, with that, we're going to go ahead and take our break.
Oh,
I'm going to make you guys wait for so much time. This is going to be good. I'm gonna
What a
nut
power
this.
move.
Yeah. It's the only one I have. But thank you for watching so far. We will be back in roughly 10 minutes. So enjoy the break. Go do some stuff and then come back in 10 minutes. Bye. See you, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Hi, everybody. Welcome to... What was that for? Hi, everybody. Welcome back to our game. This editing is going to go so fucking perfect for me. Welcome back to our game, though. Hope you enjoyed the break. Hope you had a good piss. But we're going to get back into the story now. I can't remember where we left off. Can anyone remind me what was about to happen?
What's in this goddamn
The
box?
box? You son of a bitch.
That was a perfect, you know, what was that? What's in the box? Who was that?
I don't get it.
anyway, there's a head in
Morgan Freeman.
there. Good.
Entirely?
Was he in that movie? I don't even know. So, as we cut back to Lemmy Hand, we see a box
Mm-hmm.
inexplicably opened.
Yes. It's like the fucking box from Pulp Fiction.
Got it. Are you just opening it?
Well, no, because you said if we tried to open it without the key, it would explode.
But it did
But I'm
seem
hoping
to
that-
be unlocked.
Yes, it seemed to be unlocked, but I'm asking because I don't want shit to go down, and all this effort and my natural 20 to be wasted. Would I be able to open this without the contents exploding?
Yes. What, you think I'm lying to you now?
Yes.
Why would I do that?
Yes.
You rolled a natural 20, and I also described something being disarmed when you,
Yes.
an hour
I was
ago
checking,
before the break.
I was checking.
So
I
it does seem like you've successfully disarmed my locked chest puzzle.
Okay. And okay. Okay, cool. Then I'm going to open it.
You fool. You trust me? No. As you open the chest, there is a strange sense of almost like an enchantment is being released. Not like you've released like, oh, it's the curse of the mummy or whatever.
Ghosts!
But it's almost like there is a very low level baseline enchantment to protect the contents of this box from being affected by outside sources or whatever. Might also be the lingering thing that would have destroyed it had you tried to just rip it open. But on the interior of the box, you see like a modeled hand, almost like a stand, like one of those display cases for like jewelry or some sort of device that is meant to be held in a hand. Almost like the satin that lines the interior of the box is comprised into a hand, and in the palm of which there is just a brilliantly forged, like curved, intertwining metal. I'm trying to think of the right word to tell you the scale. It is about the size of a wand.
About the size of a wand?
Yes. This twisting stick made out of various metals and completely pristine and untouched by the ocean. Pointed at something.
Well, that's I don't know where you found this, but ta-da!
Can I do an Arcana check on this
Sure.
wand? Okay.
Can I assist?
Sure.
Does that give me advantage?
Yes.
Fuck yes. Okay. Thank God for that advantage. Ooh! It's a 17.
17. Okay.
Yes.
You do feel like the enchantment around this box is completely dissipated. I will give you that with the 17. There is just the magic coming out of this object. And I think both of you would be able to tell that whatever this thing in the box is very powerfully magical. This is not your run-of-the-mill like, oh, we have low-level wands or it shoots magic missiles. This thing, whatever it is almost like looking at alien technology.
Oh, jeez.
From your understanding of the arcane. I think you could tell it's potent, but I don't think you can tell necessarily what it does.
We have our equipment. Does the aura meter help in that regard?
It would tell you that it is an enchantment. It would give off enchantment magic.
Okay.
I would say with
Sorry, go ahead.
I would say with the 17, you would also notice that there is a slight section of the lining that does unnaturally sort of puff out.
Like something's inside of it?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna in the lining of the fabric.
Yeah.
I'm gonna feel my way around it and see if there's like an opening of any kind or if I'll have to cut into it.
There is no need to cut it. Once you do sort of see that area, you can lift, and it sort of unrolls from the bottom, almost like it was intentionally folded into the side of this box. But as you unfold it, there is a very old parchment letter that is still sealed.
Oh, nice.
I'm just so paranoid something's gonna like Shit's gonna hit the fan. Like if I touch anything.
What's the guy got to do to make you trust him?
I'm gonna
Not
pick it up and.
BGM.
You said it's still,
The unknown
still
treasure.
sealed.
It is still sealed. It has like a seal on it.
Can I look to see if it's addressed to anybody?
It does not have any wording on the outside.
Is there like a certain seal that's holding it?
Oh, the seal does have like a depiction on it. If you want to give me a history check to see who that seal belongs to.
Help action.
Fine.
Thanks.
I'll plow it. God, you guys are so helpful.
Ooh, I rolled a 17 and an 18,
God
and I got a
damn it.
+1 on history as well, so that's a
It's
19.
like we're detectives, Sean. We gotta help each other.
No, it's not what detectives do. Sorry, you said 17 and 18. Is that the total?
No, it's plus the 1, so it's a 19 total.
19 total. You would know.
I didn't take my studies seriously.
You didn't take your studies seriously, but you have, I would say you have found discarded remnants of things with this symbol on it before. That history check, I will say you have encountered items at the bottom of the ocean that have this mark or this like symbol burned into the side of crates or other debris you've seen down there. It belongs to the Spadra Trading Company.
Are they still around?
You would know they have not been around for quite a while.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Antiques. I mean, I already knew because of like how old the shipwreck was, but
Yes.
okay, so nobody's gonna get mad at me if I open this letter, so I'm
I
gonna.
didn't say that.
Mail fraud? Oh my god, detective.
It's not like, well, I could at least see who it's addressed to, so I'm gonna open the letter and read it.
Just an explosion.
Right?
As you open the letter, the seal does break harmlessly. There is, again, no magic here. You begin to read the letter. It is a quite lengthy, like, as you open it up, there's like a full page handwritten letter. Okay. The letter is essentially the head of the Spadra Trading Company, which at this point you would probably put together is a company that exists or existed overseas. They are essentially demoing a new arcane implement. They're calling the Wand of Fabrication.
Okay.
So, as you read through, it looks like this is a prototype that was being designed by whatever this trading company was a long time ago that essentially allows somebody to continuously cast the Fabricate spell.
What is the fabricate spell as a new player?
So the Fabricate spell, you rolled a 17 on your Arcana check? Somewhere around there?
Arcana? Yeah, Arcana rolled a 17.
Yeah, I would say you would know, as the letter describes what this one is able to do, you would be able to piece together the similarities to that spell. It essentially, as long as you have the materials to make something, it allows you to make that thing, right? Like if you have a bunch of lumber and wood, you can create a bridge. If you have like a bunch of metal, you can create a suit of armor.
Oh, fuck yes. Okay. So question.
Yeah.
This was the question I was going to ask earlier, but I wanted to finish out. Is there a way to close this box back up where it still is the puzzle box? Like, could I have, because I watched him, know how to close up the puzzle box where it's difficult for anybody else to get into, but I could get into it?
I would say with a natural 20 to a total of 30, you can have memorized the pattern and write down instructions if you want to like know how to lock it back and unlock it again.
Okay, and it's not gonna like damage anything if somebody tries. I just want to make sure like nobody else could access this.
I will say that the spell that originally was cast to destroy whatever was inside, that is dissipated. That will no longer function even if you lock it back up. But you now have a locked puzzle box essentially that you can lock in a very, very secure way.
Okay, I'm gonna lock it back up.
With the item inside?
Yes.
Okay. You didn't touch it, did you?
No.
Okay. Just asking.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
I have to do that every chance I get.
Okay.
See, this is why we don't trust you. This is exactly
But I thought you just asked a question. If you touched it, I gotta clarify.
That's a question.
What if he gives you like 3 wishes or something? You don't know.
It would never.
Why don't you find out?
Trump, I want you to look at me dead in the eyes.
I can't. You're not here.
One time we got 3 wishes from Sean.
That did not go well for you.
I'm gonna pick it back up and tuck it under my arm and just reach over and I'm gonna put my. I keep shaking people's hands. I'm gonna reach my hand out to Fitz and thank him and say, "And now I owe you."
Don't mention it. I didn't get to read what the letter did, but I'm hoping it's satisfactory. I would get that checked out at a mage somewhere just to make sure it's okay.
For now, I'm gonna hold on to it. I have a feeling this might end up being helpful in our case, actually. However,
Okay.
I also am just a little bit paranoid about our fucking DM and how he says things.
This is racism. I'm assuming against gingers
Oh,
and the bald.
and the balls.
But yeah, no, she's just gonna say, I feel like this will come in handy. This could potentially come in handy for our case, so I'm gonna hold on to it in case of emergencies. But otherwise, I can have use for it elsewhere.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Looks over to Lemmy because they've been watching the entire time.
I'm really mad I didn't get to touch that thing.
Do
If you guys ever don't need that, or you want somebody to maybe, I don't know, take a look at it, see what it can do.
I mean, it would be in good hands, honestly.
Oh, he
Points to a row of
Listen.
hands on the wall.
just as a player, I think he would probably put that to a lot of use.
Oh, Lemmy?
Yeah,
Yes, Lemmy. I believe
that's
they, them.
awesome.
Lemmy
Oh,
is-
sorry.
Femme
Lemmy
presented
is
they
sh-
them.
Lemmy is
Oh,
she
okay.
they.
She they. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
We'll get there.
I completely missed that, apparently.
No, you're good. You don't know them. They're not in your backstory at all. This is the first time you've met them.
How dare thee! I smite upon you from above.
And wait, you did describe them as a tiefling, though, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
tiefling with like very
Okay.
curly blue hair.
Oh,
Short,
okay.
stubby
That's
horns.
the only thing I remember catching was the tiefling.
Gotta enunciate.
What did I say?
No, I'm saying Sean has to enunciate more.
Yeah, I accidentally
Oh.
said heefling, so that's my bad.
Oh,
Well, I appreciate the new invention. As always, love testing out your new products for future usage. That is our deal, after all.
Mhm.
If I have any other ideas, or if you have any other ideas, please let me know, and I'll happily try it out for you.
You gotta let me know what that thing does.
When I see what it can do,
Okay.
I will tell you immediately.
No
I
rush.
promise.
I'm just
no
curious.
rush. No rush.
Okay.
I know what happens when you get curious.
All right.
I understand.
And also let me know how the animation. What do we call it? What did we call it? Collective
Animatrium.
animatrium. Let me know how that performs, because
I mean,
you know
starting out, that was a strong start.
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. You guys are cool. Hey, Fitz.
Elves usually do come up with better names.
All right, let's cool now. That was didn't need that. You were doing good. You just dropped down to a 9.
Oh,
So you
wow.
thought I was a 10. I'm sorry, my bard is coming out.
All right, get out of my store.
Yeah.
But as you
Have a good
guys
day.
head off, are you guys heading anywhere else? Any other errands, or are you also
I'm
heading back?
I'm gonna try to take it straight back to my room and again like hide it up under my bed kind of thing. It's kind of big, so but on the way there I actually would talk to Fitz about it and tell him it's not that I don't trust your friend, but I think that this particular item could come into great use for your friend. This is an item that can cast fabrication as long as we have the materials for things. So I'm thinking if we are able to get together some of the random materials that we find at any of these locations, could potentially use this to try to recreate some of these poisons and find out what they do. However, if we have no use for it, or no further use for it, I know it could help a few of us out in different ways to either sell it or repurpose it or anything like that. So, for now...
It's yours to do with as you please. Stacia, I won't try to take it from you. I won't suggest somebody take it from you. It is yours. You found it. Finders keepers, etc., etc. Though you do have some very good points. If you did give that wand to Lemmy, you would never see it again.
And she's actually gonna correct you and just say Tay. My friends and comrades call me Tay.
And Tay it is.
Oh my goodness, so sweet. But eventually, you guys return to the HQ, as well as Eamon and Eevee. You would both have returned. Probably the last to return would be Eevee, just because of the distance you traveled. Yeah, across the entire city twice.
How dare. How very dare.
But it's not insanely long because of your ability to traverse quickly. But yeah, you would all, one by one, arrive back at HQ if there's anything you guys want to talk about or do together, or any activities you guys want to do. Otherwise, we can just fast forward. I feel like...
I'm just stuffing that up under my bed, keeping it out of sight. Anytime that I'm not at the office and I don't have Akaita with me, she's going to be keeping guard over that. Because that seems expensive.
You guys egregiously do not trust me.
No.
Okay. Noted.
I trust you, Sean. Here are all the nuclear launch codes.
Your funeral! I blow up the mage wood. The snake breaks out of the sewer.
Didn't you describe that place as wild magic?
Oh yeah, like, that place is hella fucked.
So if that place explodes, oh, the city might explode with it.
I'm sure it's fine.
Anyways,
I'm sure it's fine.
Is there anything you guys would like to discuss now that you're all back in the same space?
Don't worry, I got rid of the snake coat.
Good to know.
You got rid of a potential ally.
It was full of snakes?
It was full of snakes. That's not an ally.
I mean, it helped
Also,
even the odds.
The one snake is still out there, apparently.
Wait.
So
What do you mean it's still out there? Wait. Time out. Pause. What do you mean it's still out there?
It left out a window.
Don't magical items return once they're unsummoned? You unsummoned it, right?
This is a magical snake?
This is a magical snake.
Yes.
That killed someone. Okay. All right. I didn't know all that. That's different. That's a whole different.
Detective Fitz, I think this is case number 002.
Well, until
I flip over my paper for my clipboard.
I just want to.
In the sewers.
When was the last time you saw the snake?
We watched it leave.
Yeah, that was the last time.
We watched it leave the scene of the crime.
This is
after
what we
we
call
killed
a
that
cold
man
case.
in one bite, I believe.
Cold-blooded. Yeah.
Tears in Eevee's eyes. I'm sure it's fine.
I hope to gods it's fine.
Anyway, that's
Great.
it. That's all I had to say.
Who gave you that coat?
Found it.
That's fair.
You just said you gave it back.
To the world.
I mean, it was full of snakes. I mean...
the voice break.
I give back to Mother Nature.
From whence it came.
I'm just gonna roll insight just cause.
You don't need to. Your passive is so fucking high.
Yeah.
That's probably not
I'm
true.
convinced you found this. It was full of snakes. Where else would you find it? Someone was going to hold around a cloak of snakes.
I certainly wouldn't buy it. Who has some snake coat money?
I'm sure it would be a gift from some. Where were you just now?
Capital Quarter.
So was I.
Oh, nice.
But I don't trust anyone since you deformed into different human beings. So I'm sure we walked across from each other.
Sure, whoever gave it to you initially in the Capital Quarter was very.
You don't have a snake cloak guy in the Capital Quarter?
Capital Quarter doesn't really have snake guys. I don't think.
I don't know about that.
I mean, there are guys who are snakes in the Capital Quarter,
Yeah.
like not snake guy salesmen.
Also,
I mean,
usually-
I know a guy who sells all kinds of crazy stuff.
He usually sells snake coats, and he lives in the Capital Quarter.
Well, it depends on what I pull out of the ocean.
Fair,
Maybe I should
fair
have brought
enough.
it to him.
I don't know if I'm following.
Dumping it in the Capital Quarter.
Capital Quarter, yes.
Ulrich gets bit by a snake. He's trying to sell.
Okay.
Oh, we sold him the snake.
So snake. So escaped snake murderers aside, what is our next game plan? Where should we head next? I know Eamon's got a guy somewhere that we can talk to.
Fuck.
Or we can talk to
Paint Travago.
Yeah, Travago, yeah.
Paint
we can talk
Travago.
paint. We can talk to this
Yeah.
Mr. Mrs. What's the Mr. Mrs.
Gastella.
Paint goes by many names.
We need it for case
Paint.
notes.
Just
Many
Travago.
names, fewer pronouns.
I need
Anytime
to
you would start to think of a pronoun, just think of another name, and then
Yeah,
you should be good.
honestly, yeah.
Doctor.
That's a good character.
Doctor,
We did a
Doctor.
doctor.
My pronouns are doctor.
Your pronouns are doc
Doctor,
and ter. Well, we have that, and we have the
Gastella.
yeah,
Hines.
their associate, their friend, the trainer, I believe.
Trainer.
Yeah, we can talk to them and see what their connection is.
Klein's was the name of the gym. Gastella was a
Yeah.
like a
The
partner,
trainer.
a partner that they trained
Yeah,
with.
partner what they trained with.
Not necessarily
Yeah.
the trainer or the owner of that specific gym, but they're like people who spar together.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess Klein is the owner of Klein's. I'm just gonna take a shot in the dark. here.
Okay.
If it's Calvin, I swear to God.
I want you to make it paint.
No, it's
just to spite
Fahrenheit.
me. Nice,
Thank you.
nice. We can talk to them. I mean, it's a coin flip before we want to talk to. So it's up to group vote, I guess. What do we think is more opportunistic, or even this, we could split up. And
I was about to suggest possibly splitting up again, because it's just information gathering.
You guys don't trust me, but you'll split the party across the city.
Hell yeah,
Information
brother.
gathering.
It's not across the city.
It's across the district, and we have cell phones.
Districts are the size of cities. Yeah.
We do have wait, is it cell phones or like radios?
They're basically like those walkie-talkies that cops have on their shoulders,
Mhm.
Okay, that's
but
what
they
I thought.
work within a district, maybe a little further range-wise.
Mhm.
Well,
So-
I simply have to be present for whenever we talk to Paint Travago. So wherever that's going, I'm going that way.
I mean, I
It's
have
just
to. I have to meet
A
Paint
normal
Travago. That
gnome.
just seems
A
like
normal
I got
hunchback gnome.
hunchback no,
And a doctor at
and a
that.
doctor at that. What was the accent? Australian.
Australian.
Yeah, he's Australian.
Australian
as well.
doctor, hunchback, lanky but small.
Lanky but small.
Yeah.
That's what I remember. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
You know what? It seems that people are really excited to meet Paint Travago, and I
Fuck
guarantee you.
You.
I guarantee you. We should
All in
go.
favor for
I know.
Paint
Fate
Travago.
seems to
Paint
be on
Travago time.
the side of Paint Travago.
Everyone's down for Paint Travago time.
Yeah,
Dr.
man.
Paint Travago time.
Dr. Paint
I'm
Travago.
gonna be like, okay, then I'll meet you guys later. And Ikaiza's actually gonna grab me. Like, no.
Oh, you're part of
Like she's gonna vouch for the party.
the bits all together.
Kaitsa really wants to meet Paint Travago. Huge fan of his
Apparently.
work. Or their work, doctor's work.
Huge fan of Doctor's work.
All right.
I think she heard a Australian accent. It was like,
What is
I
The
gotta
hell
see
is
what
that?
this is.
I gotta hear that.
I
Australia?
do genuinely love the idea of the entire Underdark just being Australia.
I love that.
Yes.
I love that.
Bunch of
It makes
kangaroo
sense.
spiders.
The dangerous nature of the Underdark
Yeah.
makes perfect sense for Australia.
There's just thousands of miles of nothing and then like a few cities.
Let me be very clear though. Paint is he's a little finicky. All right, just be on your toes. All right, and let let if things go south, let me take care of it. All right.
All right. You might need backup. Are you sure you can?
I
handle
might
it?
have to wrestle him.
Wrestle.
I've wrestled Paint a couple times, and I always come out on top.
Okay. Is there?
Doesn't he
Anything-
work in Champions?
He works in the yard, I think.
We're going back to the yard. We can't go back to the
You said
yard.
he works at the fighter pits at the
I
Coliseum.
did. I did. I
Coliseum.
really like the
Unless
yard.
that changed in the last couple of seconds.
Let me get my eyes roll in the back of my head. No, it's still the yard. Yeah,
Still the yard.
still the yard.
So he works.
No.
Sorry, he works in Dwell Harbor, or he works at the.
He works wherever the fighter pits are.
Okay.
That's where he works.
He works at the Coliseum.
fighter pits.
Yeah, okay.
Coliseum
The
yard.
Coliseum. What is he? Yeah, my Australian Greco-Roman friend Paint Travago.
You don't have to be a fighter to work there. I don't have to be a hamburger to work at Wendy's.
He's a doctor.
Wait, hold
he's
on.
gotta be. He's a doc. Wait. A hamburger to work at Wendy's.
So are you
All
guys
right.
going to visit Paint Travago?
Yes.
Okay. Then you know exactly where to head for that interaction.
And I start walking towards Paint. I follow the North Star.
Straight-
Yeah, baby.
You see the North Star's moving with Paint Travago walking around.
Is he a true to the
Quest marker
stars?
star.
What the fuck?
Yeah, there's a little ping on the map somewhere.
Yeah.
A little glittery trail on the ground in front of you. As you guys head towards the Coliseum to meet Paint Travago, I guess.
Yay.
All right. Now, what you would know about this individual is they do work at sort of like a maintenance position in the Coliseum. There are a lot of things that need to be upkept, and they need a lot of hands-on people to facilitate those transitions. And also, being a doctor, he tricked his way onto the staff as a medical physician. So you do know how to get a hold of him, should you
He
need.
actually has a doctorate in theater. That's how he's a doctor, actually.
Kill me.
Didn't even know that they offered doctorates in theater.
They do now. It's
And it's a
new.
master's.
He went to Full Sail.
University of the Phoenix. Okay, so you guys approach the Coliseum and head inside. There is not a lot of it's not a restricted area. It's basically just a giant empty stadium right now. But you are able to bypass the front gates. There are a number of another group of maintenance workers currently mulling about and walking to and fro. Do you ask around, or do you know where Paint usually hangs out?
I know he works in this general area.
Okay.
I wouldn't know his specific exact location
Okay.
unless it is pinged on my map. I guess I would.
No, there's no magic map.
Yeah.
But asking around, you do realize that they call him the Spider of the Fighter Pits.
Of course.
And and they lead you down to the underside of the actual arena where everyone fights, like the sand bottom of the arena floor. They have a little section that goes underneath that in a few of these tunnels essentially. And they say he does maintenance in there, and they basically just point towards this dark hole in the wall that disappears into this void of darkness.
Oh.
That's where you'll find
Yeah.
Paint.
Thank you, Grimlock.
No problem.
So, yeah. So yeah, Grimlock usually does hang out kind of in the more humid crevice of the Coliseum. So, just be on alert.
Pretty dark hallway.
Mm-hmm. Also, the other thing is, unironically, keep an eye out for people who do look roided up. I mean, it might.
Yeah.
We'll take anything we
No,
can get
no,
at
that's
this
a good
point.
point. Yeah.
That is a solid point. Yes.
Who finds their way into the spider's web?
Now who's that?
The one named Eamon O'Malley, sir.
Oh, sure, Eamon, how's it going, buddy?
Yeah, what's up?
And you
Hey.
see this sort of like scuttering, like this
Ooh.
grotesque little monster, like this golem-esque looking creature with these long arms and legs that he sort of just crawls around on all fours because he's too
You're always
tall.
moist.
That's how he got the theater degree.
You know how
So good at crawling.
it
Not
seems.
crawling.
It
Oh
seems
my
to me
God.
that I've got a bit of a sweat worked up down here. What do I owe the pleasure of your company, and who are your wonderful friends?
Why are we being punished?
Paint.
Because I'm being
Good to see you. These are some of my friends. They are also just in the city. I guess I'd show them around my route. They work for the city as well. They help improve routes for couriers and other things like that. So they're going around on routes with me in order to improve the routes to get mail to people.
Certainly
Here to root out the problem.
a lot of times he said Ruth, but that's pretty funny. And he sort of like reaches up his hand at eye level to you, even though he's like
Ooh.
probably lower than your waist. And you just see the hand like come directly up at face level.
Yeah, and I like pinch one finger and I I give it a little shake. Unless that wasn't for me. I don't know if
It was for all of you. He does it individually to everyone.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my mage hand to shake his hand and just. I don't want to touch him.
You got an extra one, and he hits up his other hand for you.
I'm gonna.
You can't escape.
The
I'm
other one's
gonna,
taller. He's different lengths.
I'm gonna just like take the mage hand back and just like drag one hand over to the other and just grab both like.
Make him shake himself.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm dancing. All right.
I hate this.
The entire time she has not uncrossed her hands the entire time. She's just like just watching it.
In the dim light, you can see this little like. It's just pretty gross how this thing moves around. He does seem clothed. He does seem, in all other intents and purposes, a normal person, other than the way he comports himself and moves around.
I hate it.
He's perfect to me.
Hey,
Perfect.
My
in
son.
some
Hey,
ways.
Yeah.
2 questions. I pull out a random package about yay big.
Ooh.
This is a special delivery. Also,
It does a few wings.
one of my employers is wondering if maybe you also knew of other people's sending special deliveries.
Oh, you mean nose candy? What are you talking about?
It's for the fighters.
Yeah, the nose candy.
Is that what?
You'll have to be a bit more specific. There's a few things that travel through here and through these spiders.
I will pretend as if I'm like moving away to like confide with paint.
Yeah. Secrets.
Yes, even though I'll make sure I'll. Is there a way to turn on my? It doesn't matter. It's right there.
It's like immediately close. He just doesn't notice you're that close.
Are the I don't know if I'm following what you're saying. Are the fighters using some kind of nose stimulant?
Oh,
to
they use
beat
all
better
kinds of
fighters?
things. They get the shit kicked out of them on a regular basis. Of course, they're going to come out here afterwards and have a little bit of a trip down the slopes, if you know what I mean, or maybe a little bit of the
No, I get
burning
that, yeah.
grass or whatever you get.
You get some twisted tonic in you, you know.
Yeah,
A friend
yeah,
maybe brings
that
some.
too.
You go to the urinal and just hand it out. Listen, there's been something wrong going around, making people stronger, probably a little bit more potent. That's what I'm delivering, and my employer will pay handsomely for any information regarding something like that.
You mean like stuff that might get them kicked out of here?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it'd be kind of stupid to do that here, especially, on the premises. So many eyes about,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm necessarily sure they get delivered straight to the stadium.
Do you know of maybe anyone else who could have that kind of information?
Well, I know there are a few safe places for people who partake of that thing. Not strictly legal, but we like to look out for each other. Make sure no one's...
Logistics.
Yeah.
No one shoots the mailman, right?
I should hope
The
not.
messenger. I was thinking of the messenger.
Same thing. All right. Well, there is a bit of a safe house. I can give you the address. If you're looking for...
Do tell.
Why exactly are you looking for this information, though? Because you're...
Whoa. The reason that I'm looking for it is because of, like I said, my employer is looking for potentially ways to dip into the market. And if someone was to, of course, help out in some way, I'm sure they would be paid handsomely.
Oh.
You know you were looking to get new dentures. I'm sure that,
I do need some.
Yep.
It would be,
Anyway, what was...
It would be
you
a
were
right
saying-
help. And he leans out from behind you and, waves over at Fitz.
Fitz is straight faced. I mean, this isn't the first CI he's had to deal with. So
Yeah, this is a normal occurrence for Fitz.
this is people are people. He sees dead people.
End of
It's
the
not like a.
You know what? That's fair. That's on me.
He's gonna just keeping her arms crossed, just kind of bump him with her elbow and be like, "You're not even gonna wave back? How rude!"
You know what? That is on me. I'll shake his hand.
He reaches from across the room where him and are having a conversation.
Yeah.
He just
I'll
slides into frame and shakes.
It's awful. Slides in the frame.
Yeah.
I'll shake it strong with my metal hand.
Oh, so cold.
And then I'll just go. Yeah, you are right. You should shake this man's hands properly, and I will lather Tay's shoulder with
Whatever slime comes off of him.
yeah.
She's just full
Yep.
like you just did a wet willy on your little brother, just he's fucking.
As he slowly retrieves his arm, reels it back in from across the room.
Oh my god!
All right. So there is a thing. Some of the people like to collect there and make sure that none of them pass out or die while they're taking this stuff, because some of it's kind of dangerous,
Mhm.
I would be a bit careful if you go in there. Some of these people can be a bit agitated from what they do over there. You know what I'm talking
Right.
about.
You know me, my silver tongue. We'll get out of any situation. It's fine.
Yeah. So if you are looking to go over there, just be careful. Don't ask too many of your personal questions, because some of them are a bit touchy, a bit paranoid. What they're doing isn't strictly legal. And they are very aggressive. So I would be careful. But there is a warehouse not too far from here.
Oh my god! Is this gonna bring? Go ahead.
Can I look over Eamon's shoulder and see what the address is and see if it's the address of the warehouse we went to?
I would lose my mind.
Sorry, where what?
The address where we broke into, or is this another warehouse?
Oh no,
No, 'cause
it
you said
is
it's
not.
populated.
Yeah, it's not the same place because
Okay,
it's not
okay.
in. It's not in the Dwell Harbor. It's in this district. Yeah.
Okay.
It is a warehouse within the city limits, not too far away from the arena.
Gotcha.
He's
Okay.
giving me an address, or he's giving me.
He's giving you an address.
Okay.
Yeah, he's giving you the street and number of
Okay.
the warehouse. They like to collect there and sort of treat it like a second home. So you should be able to find people there if you're looking for people to ask more about the supply chain. What's my cut looking like?
We'll call this the upfront cost, and I'll toss him the thing that Chester gave me. Why not?
Oh, it sort of slaps him in the face and he falls to the ground.
Yeah,
Oh!
catch it. I literally motioned.
My
3
hands
times
were
I
over
was gonna
there.
Toss it to you. I know it's disgusting.
Oh.
I mean, they're out of my peripheral vision.
No,
My eyes are on the side of my head. I'm a kenku.
that's gross. As he slinks around and picks up all this money.
Oh my god!
That's weird. You should get that looked at.
This might be the worst creation I think I've ever heard in
Not
all
my
my
creation.
years of playing.
Not my fault.
TTRPG. I've never been more like out of character in the slightest.
I love
Thank
him. Can he join our party?
I'm just thankful you guys don't have a crew this time. But
You
yeah,
can take your room since you sleep on the roof.
not.
Will you slip off the roof if he slept on the roof?
He says, all right, well, you all better get a move on. There's lots of work to be done for fair bathing. The next festival's not too far away, so I best get back to it.
Good to see you, Paint.
Always a pleasure.
And hey,
Oh.
I really liked your number in Sweeney Todd
That's
at the
Sweeney Todd's
community
enough.
theater last.
No, thanks.
This is the tale of Sweeney Todd. I was the understudy. I accidentally made him fall down the stairs, and I got to be on stage that night. It's crazy.
I know. What are the chances? It's
Yeah.
been great.
All right.
So,
Well, yeah,
All right. And you know how I like to do this. I run away.
We just take off. You just hear him laughing, like, "Oh, it's his famous thing." As you all fall up, I assume.
Wow.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I go, don't talk to him.
His hands are like following you out the door.
Oh God.
Just shaking it as I'm running backwards.
He's standing completely still shaking your hand.
Yeah.
As we're leaving, I'm gonna look over at Fitz and go, what is that festival that he mentioned?
I mean, it's above table. It'll probably be like a tournament of some kind, or like a competition, or
Fair passing is it's one of 4 major celebrations that happens throughout the year, and it is happening next week.
It's called what?
Fair passing.
fair passing. I mean, it's a citywide holiday, so yeah. I mean, it's pretty big. Places get kind of raucous during that season. I'm
Would you know if
hoping
we're working security that day?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Things can get kind of crazy during festival weeks, no matter the district. So,
No matter if it's on land or sea, you should see the underwater parties they throw.
Oh my god.
Could we?
I just got so sick of like thinking about all the things that fall to the ground in like
Yeah.
normal parties being stuck in the
Yeah.
ocean and like floating.
Ugh.
Yeah. It's
Ugh.
wild.
Also, I'm
What
not
a
part of the
picture.
conversations.
We would be more conscientious about keeping everything clean, obviously.
Yeah, but if you throw
But-
up, that shit doesn't fall to the ground.
That's everywhere.
Well, I mean, where do you think we piss and shit? Like, if we're underwater,
Yeah, fingers crossed.
like,
But go over there to do it, you know?
there's a reason why she was totally unfazed walking through the sewers. Like, y'all shit is literally dumped where we
Oh, but this guy's gross because he's covered in his own shit and piss.
Yes.
I like
Spain Trivago, well known as.
You can like somebody, but they're still covered in shit.
Usually, being underwater, everything floats off of you. When you're above, they don't actually touch because it's clung to you.
He just
Ah,
takes
the
a swim in the
logistics of
entire,
marine creatures, huh?
entire ocean turns black around him.
Oh God.
Well,
Oh, man.
you are able to successfully escape my Colosseum with this little hunchback of Notre Dame hiding in its basement. That you know.
Notre Dame, fucking Mr. Fantastic over here.
Well, I have to say, friends, that was a complete success. And also, thank God you did not talk to him. So, there's a warehouse. I have an address. It
Wait,
looks
can,
like
I ask what's wrong if you talk to him? This is we talked to him, like but
Yeah.
people don't talk to him, so he gets very connected very easily. I've had Trivago show up
fine.
multiple. No,
That's
no. You ever
Wait.
have you ever been woken up by a person's hands that feel like rhino skin that is constantly moist with piss and shit? That is
No.
what is going to visit you. Exactly.
Wait, how do you know what all of those things feel like?
Because he followed me home once.
Wait,
I mean,
oh
that's
yes,
okay.
yeah, I
No,
that's
it's not. We live together now.
It's also a
I'm on the
different
roof,
district.
so he'll just come to the roof.
I don't
Fine.
think.
I don't really
He's
want
on
a
the roof.
slime roof.
He's known to
The
put his hand
Travis
through the air
roof.
ducts, and we
He
don't want to.
gets in the air duct.
Oh yeah, he John McClane's it through the whole building.
Oh my god, he's just like Frank
I mean,
From
Die,
Always
Die
Sunny.
Hard is now canon. Yeah.
Oh my
from
god.
Always Sunny when he's in the vent.
Oh,
he's
from
like
Always
covered in
Sunny.
Oh, yeah,
Vaseline.
from Always Sunny
Yeah.
in
I
the
thought you said
couch.
from the Holy City. I was like, I don't know what that is.
No, not that.
I mean,
Anyways,
we can.
So,
We've
there's
got
going to be a bunch of bunch of like meatheads there, and they're gonna be pretty fickle. So it's gonna be hard to go there without seeming like we are investigating them. Any ideas?
I can look like a meathead.
Oh, right. I forget about that. Can you look like Paint Travago?
Oh God.
Yes,
Okay, we'll never do that.
I can do it though. I got a really good look.
And a feel and a smell and I'm sure a taste in the
Oh,
air.
5 senses.
Well, then, why don't we do that? We have you, the fighter, and then we can have someone maybe be the coach. I don't know.
Well,
And
Be a
maybe
scout.
I
someone
thought
else.
you were saying beach paint Travago, and I was like, I deserve this.
Do not be Paint Travago. If Paint Travago walks into a place like that,
everyone will leave.
Do you know if warehouses like this have a gambling ring where people would be taking bets on some of these fighters?
I don't gamble. That's not really my thing. I don't know.
Okay. Oh, it's so good.
Best joke ever.
Before we,
Because Tay would have no
actually,
idea.
God damn it.
that actually really got me.
We're innocent.
So quick.
Before we go investigating new locations, I think we should follow up on our last witness.
Oh.
Our suspects are our victim's associate.
Those are the ones that we
Gustella.
captured.
Yeah.
No. Yes. Okay. Yes.
No.
At the gym.
No.
Klein.
At the gym.
Who?
Klein.
Oh.
Oh, Klein. Yes.
Klein's
Yes.
gym and their associate. What's her name?
Estella.
Costello.
Training buddy.
Yeah. And we'll see if we can get more information than the stuff we got from Paint.
I think we.
Rocco.
Hey,
Just rolls off
we have
the
an
tongue.
address. All right.
Yeah, we do. I just want to make sure that we.
Paint's good people.
I mean, I agree. I don't know
Change
him.
one hand.
Get that away from me. That is gross.
It's
Ah, that
immediately
doesn't smell
slick.
like him.
That's
Yeah.
immediately
Oh.
like you didn't do that. It did it by itself.
This has never happened before.
Hear a voice in your head, just go.
Is that character in Warhammer 40k?
I've heard of.
I'm a Necron.
Go to change it back and it won't change.
Part of the crew, part of the ship.
God.
Okay. So,
I've heard of character acting, but that's dangerous.
so
Curse.
the plan, I believe, is to go to Klein's, ask a few questions of the people there, and then try and get to this warehouse.
Yeah.
Okay. It's probably around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so you do have time in the day if you want to try and get both done. That is up to you. But I think that is a great place for us to cut it for the night. Come back next time as we go to Klein's and do some more questioning at this gym.
And then probably get into another warehouse fight.
No!
No.
Get that warehouse map ready.
Nah. It's the same
When we
map.
get back, we're playing 10K.
It's the same map.
The exact same map. I just changed the tokens on it.
Just flip it.
A bunch of rich dudes. But yeah. So we will take our leave for the night there. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you had a good time as we have done. And we will see you next time. And as always, get into my house. Oh, I fucked it up.
Tell me
Oh, everybody's in my house.